Welcome back to Blue and Blur, everybody. My name is Mark.
And I'm RJ, and when we get back, we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens.
All right, welcome back to the show. For those of you who are new to the show, this is a fan's perspective on the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs, and we each get to talk about each other's teams and criticize or send laurels if we have to, but reluctantly, but we do it anyway. Today we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. And I'm going to go back as far as, I think, last video we did, it was even before the Boston game. So we're just going to talk about the Boston game real quick. Listen, we won that game, which was good. It was a crucial game to win because they're a division rival and they're right on our heels for points. But then we ended up playing Detroit on Thursday, and we pretty much shit the bed on that one. It was another important game to win, important 2 points. So you could call it a 4-point game because they're right on our heels. And it was just one of those games where I found that we played fine. Like, I don't think we played badly. We did. It was down 2-1, and then we ended up with an empty netter at the end. So, I mean, it was one of those. I think it was a equally talented teams fighting, and then just Detroit came out on top of that one. I'm not taking anything away from Montreal. Did you get a chance to look at that game at all?
I watched a bit of it.
Yeah, the for me was like I said, I'm not disappointed with their play. I'm really impressed with the play they did against the Islanders on Saturday.
There was a funny puck bounce with Matheson got bad luck with the puck.
Oh, that was the Detroit game. Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
thought you asked me if I watched the Detroit game.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. So yeah, the
I watched the Detroit game.
Yeah,
I watched parts of it, and I got to see Matheson. The puck bounced on him. I don't know if it was really his fault as much as.
Oh, I know. For sure it was his fault. I mean, the puck, he lost the puck before he even tripped. People was like, he tripped. That's why he lost the puck.
The puck was bouncing.
I did some videos of Mike Matheson and my love-hate relationship with him.
That's why I brought it up.
Shorted up. And that just kind of confirmed it. And I did put a short out after that one happened. And it was old footage that I just put it back because it's still relevant how Matheson still makes mistakes. And
he's your best defenseman.
He cost us that game anyway.
He's your best defenseman.
That was him. It was his fault.
Which is he's not the greatest, so that's why you guys are. That's the biggest reason why you guys won't go 4 rounds.
I'm sure he went home and hung his head in shame for costing us that game. Anyway,
I just wanted to get you going.
Yeah, I know. My love-hate relationship with Matheson. Anyway. Good player, and we're getting comments online, and it's really good. People are like, oh yes, Matheson is a crucial part of the Montreal Canadiens. I agree, he is a very crucial part of the Montreal Canadiens. My gripe, and I'm just going to repeat myself, was the double standard that the coaching staff have towards.
You're not going to bring up
Dobson, and that's towards Matheson, and they have Jack Guy. And actually, you know what?
You're talking about a Cadillac and
if you look at
an old beat up pickup truck in the driveway.
If you look at the Detroit game, Newhook and Demidov actually got in trouble from St. Louis, but I didn't see him screaming at Matheson for that game-winning goal.
He banks on that guy. The stats on that guy's defensive zone faceoffs is he takes all the he does all the hard assignments because they don't have a single guy that can do them.
It doesn't matter if you're good or not. If you should be accountable for the mistakes you make as well. Two wrongs don't make a right, or two right.
Comparing him to Jack Guy is just anyway. What's
your not comparing to Jack Guy's? I'm not comparing to Jack Guy's competences. I'm talking about the fairness on mistakes. Anyway. So what it was, let's go to the Islander game. A 7-3 win. What an amazing game.
6-3, wasn't it?
It was 7-3.
Okay.
It was almost 8-3, but Balduc's goal got pulled back because Texier was offside.
I gave up watching when it was 6-3 maybe.
Well, yeah, I guess because your Schaefer guy was -2 that day. It didn't shine that much. He got one goal, but he was still -2, which he was on for the other, so he technically was -3.
He also played the most minutes of every defenseman.
He made it back up with a goal anyway. And it was a tying goal, but it was
it was fun to get.
It didn't go anywhere.
Calder nominee. Calder winner, I mean. Anyway, go on.
Exceptional game. Listen, a lot of things happened that game. Slavkovsky, 2 goals. Where's my paper right there? Gooley. Let's start with it. The top line had 13 points combined. It's amazing. So Slavkovsky had 2 goals, 2 assists. Suzuki had 4 assists. Caufield had 3 goals, 2 assists. And then Gooley, who was probably going to get like one of the stars, got robbed because Slavkovsky ended up getting 2 goals out of it. He got 1 goal, 2 assists for Gooley. So, but the big story of the night was Cole Caufield going from a 40 goal scorer to a 43 goal scorer. Listen, it is his career best, and with 13 games to go, and 7 goals to go for 50, he's averaging. His average is he's gonna make it. Like
I think he'll get 50 now.
If he
That's
plays,
what we said the other video.
Yeah, we said 49, right? He's on pace for 49.
He's on pace
and then if he got on a heater, like you say, he was going to get on a heater.
So
and
he'd
he did
be
get
on pace for about 52 now.
Yeah, so really good. If
51,
we're all rooting for it. And actually, Slavkovsky was interviewed after the game, and they're saying, "Listen, if he gets close to 50, you guys are just going to feed him." And they say, "Oh yeah, we're going to give him every opportunity to get it." And you know what? The miraculous number out of his 43 goals this year, none of them are empty netters. Not one empty netter. Always with a goalie in the net. And now, so the talk is going around, like everybody's spreading the word in Montreal about this right now. He's 2 goals back from McKinnon. Nathan McKinnon's got 45 goals. He's got 13 games to go as well. Caufield's got 13 games to go, and he's 2 goals behind. He's got 7 goals to go to 50. Now the race is on for the Maurice Richard Trophy for the highest score of the year.
I'm just happy you're not saying the Hart Trophy as well.
Well, you know.
No, don't start. He's not getting the Hart Trophy.
What if he goes on a heater and gets a goal a game for the next 13 and he ends up with, 57 goals? I mean, 56. We'd have to start talking about that anyway. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think he's going to get to 50. I think everybody's really crossing their fingers on him getting the Rocket Richard Trophy. I don't even remember the last Montreal Canadiens
It's probably the guy it's named after.
To get the Rocket Richard Trophy. Maybe
they didn't have the trophy back they didn't have that trophy when Montreal had big scores. Guy Lafleur would probably be the last guy to lead the league in scoring.
Maybe the last one. Yeah.
No, I would say for sure it'd be Guy Lafleur back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Yeah, and so I don't know. We'd have to look that up. I'll see if I could find it and stick it right up here.
It's Guy Lafleur, and it would be in the 70s.
Yeah, so it would be great if that trophy did go to Montreal.
I don't think they started that trophy till sometime this century.
This century? I don't know.
Maybe in the 90s. But I mean, there's always been a focus on what player led the league in goals.
Yeah,
they didn't have a trophy for it, but you always recognize it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
didn't
have a trophy
fingers
for it.
crossed. My guy, I love that Caufield kid. So for me, any success he gets, I always wear his jersey out as the original 22 and under 13. I'm too cheap to buy another jersey. These things aren't cheap. So I'm just going to write it out with the 22. I actually bought this in 2021. That's why I've got the finale sticker on there. I actually got it as soon as he joined the league. That's how far back I love that kid. Anyway. A couple things left for Montreal. So after the game, real class act showing from Gallagher. They've got the player of the game in the dressing room afterwards. They give themselves like the top star kind of thing amongst the players themselves. And the Montreal Canadiens have this wolf hat mane thing, really weird looking thing with teeth and everything. And Gallagher had it last, and so he passed it on to Roger Griot, who is a coaching consultant who just got back from a battle with cancer, and it was his first game back with the team. So I'm really like to see that. It shows how tight knit group Montreal is. It shows class on Gallagher as well, and the excitement you see, because you could go look it up online in the videos. The excitement that they had in the dressing room.
Was this after Caufield's 5-point night?
Yes,
that's pretty big. It's Caufield that should be feeling pretty upset.
No, go. If you look at the video, Caufield's probably the happiest one, right?
I'm just making fun.
Yeah.
Of course he doesn't.
Of course, yeah. I don't think he would have accepted. He probably would have gave it to him.
Poor
anyway.
Caufield. The guy should have come back on the night when they had only.
Yeah,
like a guy who got 2 points.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's his.
Anyway, that's great. I mean, victory over cancer. We're all for that.
Absolutely. So it's good for Roger to be back in the battle behind the bench. Anyway, and what else was there? Oh, so yeah. So right now, we're looking at the standings in the Atlantic Division. Listen, it's Buffalo's running away with it at 95 points. Like I was telling you just before we got on the air. I remember just last week when Buffalo was about 4 points ahead of Montreal. Now they're 9 points ahead of Montreal. They're 95 points. They're pretty much running away with the Atlantic right now.
Right now, you got to put them like the three clubs out in the one division: Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, and then there's Tampa, and Carolina. But Buffalo's out of those 6 clubs. I don't know where Buffalo fits, but they're not. I don't think they're number 6 anymore. They're like They might be number 2 or number 3, or by the time this is over, they're.
The way this is looking right now, Buffalo's definitely a cup contender. If they keep playing the way they are,
if someone had said 4 years ago, or even 3 years, or last year, that the Sabres will win a Stanley Cup before Josh Allen and the Bills will get to a Super Bowl, you go, give me a break. That's not happening.
Yeah,
I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're, you know what? I'm looking at the stats right now. They're fourth in the league with 95 points.
The other thing I looked at was that they've got their cap is incredible. They got Darlene at $11 million, but they've got 2 forwards at $7 million. Thompson $7 million. That's a deal of a century.
Yeah,
and then they got a bunch of guys under 5. They don't have. That team's really that's probably the best cap team in the league. So they've got room to grow.
Yeah, I thought they were doing good in Montreal with keeping everybody under
Buffalo's
10.
Even way better.
Buffalo's better. That means they'll have a lot of cap space in the summertime.
They have prospects too.
Yeah, so depending on how good they play and how far they make it, they'll probably make some big moves in the summertime.
Tuck's underpaid at 4. I think it's 4.5, and he's an FA. And Tuck's going to get a big number. Alex Tuck's going to get a big number. So that's going to change. He's going to be looking at an 8 or a 9. So.
Yeah.
And he may even leave. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Tampa Bay's 91, and then after that, there's just a log jam of teams. Montreal 86, Boston 86, New York 85, Detroit 84, and then Ottawa backs at 81.
Right.
They're not out of the picture yet. 81 is still,
throwing Ottawa out. There's 6 clubs.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Islanders on the other side, Boston, Montreal, Detroit, and there's Columbus also.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Islanders, Columbus, and then the 3 there, Boston, Detroit. There's only 2 points separating those 6 clubs.
Yeah.
And one of them's got to go. One of them's not going to the playoffs.
Yeah. So
and then Ottawa and actually Philadelphia's won 3 in a row, 7 of their last 10. They're only they're at 80.
They're at 80. Yeah,
I've crossed them off. I might have to.
If they go on a heater, they could easily get back,
out of them
right
too,
back into that mix.
I haven't crossed Ottawa off yet for good reason. They're lurking.
Yeah, they're if they get on a heater, they could easily get.
So
right
then I
back
would make
into
2
the mix
clubs.
on this.
Like somebody's going to go. I've been a fan of Columbus since January. So and Pittsburgh's hanging in there, even though they're the Crosby that's slowed them down for a bit.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's going to be very sad for like Detroit. They haven't been in the playoffs in a long time. The Yzerman plan.
And Montreal just barely made it last year, so it'd be good to be making it again. So I mean,
Detroit would be sad if Detroit didn't make it.
Yeah, like we've been saying pretty much all year for Montreal. A lot of things would have to go wrong for Montreal not to make the playoffs right now, or everything else would have to go really right for all the other teams.
It's turned around. Montreal's lost 2 or 3 games in the last 5 or 6 or 7.
Yeah,
and they put themselves in a spot now. Nothing's guaranteed.
Yeah,
Montreal could just as easily be that one team that falls out.
Yeah, we've lost 3 of the last 5, which is something we can't allow
just
anymore.
Imagine if they won 4 of those 5, then we wouldn't be talking about them right now.
No, exactly. We've won 5
regard.
out of the last 10, so we're 50%. We're batting 500 in the last 10, and that's not a stat. You have to be playing over 600 to be. It'd
be a crime if Montreal doesn't make it.
Well, after a season like they had, it would be. Probably no love lost for you kind of thing, because that's Montreal.
Montreal will enjoy it. Well, no, I feel for you, but
the problem is if we're going to talk about this in another video, but if Montreal gets knocked out and Oilers get knocked out, then
no Canada.
I
think the Oilers are still going to make it, though. The Draisaitl injury. Yeah. We'll talk about that in the next video.
We'll talk about that in the next video. Just injuries right now. Anderson's day to day. Laine's still out.
March 31st. March 31st. He's probably gone for the year. Bring him back as a power play guy in the playoffs.
In the playoffs, possibly.
Doc's going to be back for the playoffs.
Doc, they said what,
April 12th.
April 12th, yeah. So he's probably going to be back for the playoffs. We're a month away from the playoffs right now, so we still got lots of time. 13 games, a month away. Montreal is playing Carolina tomorrow night. I'm going to be at the game. So listen, I've got an extra. Well, I've got these jerseys coming in. It's blue and blue jerseys. Okay. I'm going to be in section. Oh my God, I didn't look it up here. I know my brother-in-law sent me this thing. I want to do a giveaway. I want to do a giveaway for a jersey that says blue and blur. There'll be a picture of it right here. I'm going to be in section 310, row O. If you could find me, the first person to find me is going to get a blue and blur T-shirt for free. It's a nice white T-shirt. You can see in the picture. Remember, section 310, row O. It's probably the last row. Last time I was in row O, we had the wall behind us. And this is in the Molson fan club area. So if you could find me, free T-shirt, free giveaway. Carolina game tomorrow night. You have anything to add before we take off here?
No, you were going to talk about Montembeault. It's not.
Oh, that's right.
No dressing for 4 games.
Montembeault, yes. You know what? Because he's on my second page. Montembeault, not even dressing anymore. So I think that's pretty much a clear signal that Fowler's here to stay. Dobej is going to be dressing every game. So is Fowler. Monty, I think like you said, I think you mentioned that a few videos ago. One of the guys will probably have to get injured right now for Monty to get dressed again.
He's there as a backup plan if one guy goes down. He's not going to. Certainly in the playoffs, he's not going to play.
Yeah,
I mean, if they have back to back or play 3 games in 5 days, he may.
Yeah.
Maybe I doubt it even then.
It's a funny situation how he's not even like normally they'll do that if he's injured and he's day to day and they'll bring the guy up, but they're not even declaring him as injured or
he's
nothing.
He's signed for next year. I don't know if they trade him because they don't have to. Fowler can clear waivers, so they could jack around with him on the roster. I think they'll keep Montembeault as a good backup goalie next year at $3 million.
Yeah,
and then after that, he better do some good work next year. He's going to be looking for a job.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, more to follow on Monty and see where he goes from that.
He'll be looking for a job in Europe.
Oh no, I think he'll find a job in the NHL as a backup. Like I always mentioned, he
plays like he played this year, and he doesn't put any numbers up.
He
could be gone.
Well, he's a backup player. Like he's a number 2 goalie.
I'm not talking about being a starter. I don't even think he'll hold down a number 2 job.
You think? Oh no, I think he's okay
as a number 2. The
numbers
he had
2
this year.
Yeah, but I think he has to. I think he's got to come to the realization that he's a number 2, and he's got to accept that he's a number 2, and then live with the stats that he is.
I'm
right?
pretty sure right now he's got to work on being a number 3.
Yeah,
I don't think he accepts that either. But he's going to be in civvies right through till June. Well, Montreal makes it that far.
Yeah, well, maybe they might. Like I said, I'm not expecting Montreal to make it past the first round. If they do, it'll be great. I don't expect them at all to get past the second round, no matter what.
The Leafs will be in golf attire while you're playing in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of the Leafs, we're going to be talking about the Leafs in our next video. So stay tuned to our next video. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Tell us what you think about everything you said. Do you think that Caufield's got a chance at the Rocket Richard Trophy? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in our next video.